Okay, 1958 Mercedes-Benz 220S. Was stored for about 20 years here in Helena in a carport with a car cover. Comes with a car cover. Paint's not bad on it. The trim, and it's got the optional fog lamps. The chrome's okay, driver quality on the front bumper. Those are reproduction bumper guards. They're a little lighter than the originals, but they look pretty good. Take a look at the hood here. It's pretty nice. You know, the whole car could use a good rub out. I'll show you the top too. The few pits and things on the chrome here. There's a crack in that piece of trim, and these are the hubcaps. They're the one-piece ones that came on the convertible and the two-door, and they fit on the car, but I don't think those are the correct ones. So there's a little chip in the paint there. This door is pretty good. And then I'll show you up here on the roof. You can see where the clear coat is faded on it. So the original paint's underneath. Now apparently I've seen videos where they fix that, but it's beyond my skill level, I'm afraid. But the top is going to have to be either repainted or rubbed out, and the clear coat restored. This door is pretty good, pretty nice. No real problems here. Stainless and everything is nice. There's a spot here at where the trim, I think the car cover hooked that and pulled it up. There's some light rust on the pitting on the chrome here. This bumper guard would need to be re-chromed, and it's got, I think these were optional, these little reflectors here. So the deck lid itself is pretty nice. No issues there. And there's the other bumper guard, a little better. And has a locking gas cap and a locking steering column. So anyway, here's these panels are not too bad. Like I said, the top is going to have to be clear coated to restore that. I think that may have been maybe from the cover, but you can see this door is in good shape. Now the passenger side front has got some Bondo in it. I'll show you that here in a second. Just a couple, some areas along that trim there, and then down here, this is like the worst spot on the car. There's Bondo's been laid in there. So that's going to have to be repaired if you do anything beyond a driver level. This fender's good. There's a chip right here in the by that clearance light, and so other than that, it's all pretty nice. There's 74,000 miles showing on the car. Now there's a tag over there on the door from I think 95, and it shows, I'll have to check the numbers on it, but I'll include a picture of it, of when the oil was changed. So I think the mirror's pretty nice. It's only it only had a couple of thousand miles in that period of time. An older lady bought the car, and I think she had trouble with the hydraulic. She couldn't figure the hydraulic transmission out. there was a letter from the previous owner trying to explain it to her. But anyway, I'll include that. The bench seat, cloth interior. I have a sample of the cloth. I'll show you in the back seat where there's an area that needs to be replaced. But dash and such is nice. Clock doesn't work, but it's in place. And the little map light works. The headliner is good. The only problem with the headliner, I'll show you back there around the rear window, you can see some puckering there. And it may be possible to fix that. The rubber on the car is pretty much dried out, but it stays dry. It sat out during a couple of pretty good rainstorms and stayed dry. And these rubber sill plates here are dried out on it. But the front seat's in good shape. This door, as I showed you earlier, is okay. So we'll look at the door panel here. All of the door panels are good. And then the carpet's got some stains in it. Seats could use a bit of a cleanup. And what I did, I put that, it's actually a dash cover that I put over the seats, but I'll pull that down and you can see that the material is blown out along the top there. But I've got that sample. I'm assuming these materials are still available. But the car's had a 4-speaker stereo, AM, FM, installed. It's a cassette player, unfortunately, but at least the wiring's in place and the AM, FM portion of it works. It's a Panasonic. So the back of the front seat is good. And we'll move back here to the trunk and take a look there. Last time it was titled was in 2004. So the spare's workable. I mean, it's got tread on it. It doesn't match the other 4 tires. The jack is in there. The lug wrench, pretty much rust-free. Trunk. Get in there a little bit closer. And the underside has been cleaned up. And the tool kit is still in the car. That panel. And I think most of the tools are there. This is the gizmo to help you put the tires on the car. You put it on 2 of the lug nuts and you can bring the tire up. This is the wrench for the oil pan and the rear axle. And I'm not sure about that one. But this is a spark plug wrench and then a set of pliers. And so the case is a little weathered, but it's there. So cover this back up. And then I think I showed you that rear bumper guard with the damage to it. So, you know, tail lights or lenses are okay. All of the lights work. The turn signals, the headlights. The only thing I haven't figured out is how to turn the fog lights on, but I'll get after that. So you can see there's quite a bit of tread on these tires, but they've been on the car a long time, so I'm thinking that for safety they should probably be replaced. But they were on there while it sat, and then I'll unlock the door for starters. But so this door panel and the wood is nice. No damage on any of the door panels, and all the ashtrays and are in place. Here's the other door panel on the passenger side. The wood. We'll take a look at the the wood. I've got the original owner's manual and a parts manual and also a shop manual, which I'll include in the sale. There's that Panasonic stereo, and then also the Hydrac shifter. So you've got to remember to let that go between gears. Otherwise, when you touch it, it completes the circuit and disengages the clutch. So for someone who, apparently that older lady couldn't quite master that, and it caused her to leave the car stored for many years. But the headliner's good. There's like a grab rail thing along there. It's getting pretty dark now, but map lamp, rear view mirror, and such. So I'll just take a quick walk around the car before the sun sets, and there's no rust or anything in the door jambs. The only rust I found on the car is in that left front fender. There's a cylinder that I believe is part of the Hydrac, and there's a bracket that holds it, and that was rusted. And there's an area where it looks like the drain for the fender was plugged, but I included some pictures of that in the Hemmings ad, and I'll also when I do the video of the frame and stuff, I'll show some close-ups of that. So I just was going to back up a little bit. And so anyway, all in all, it's just a nice driver quality car. Interesting with that transmission, but I got in it and drove it, so it's not a big deal. But I'll be posting some more videos. If you have any questions, contact me through Hemmings, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks.